What's up, guys? Flow Good here. This is a new video. I'm going to be doing my first deck tech. I think that's what it's called anyway. This is a deck that I made. It's my idea for a red-green aggro deck. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through it with you. Actually, this is kind of a temporary setup until I get a couple more cards that I need. I'll go ahead and show those to you first. For the time being, I have a Sword of War and Peace, and the deck is going to have 3 of these, but in the meantime I just have these in place. I have a Garruk Primal Hunter and a Harvest Pyre, just fill in the place or whatever. So anyway, got that. Then I've got 2 Garruk Relentless Planeswalkers, and then I've got a Thrun, for I guess the control matchup where he can't be countered, and then a Red Sun Zenith, pretty cool for burning stuff. Goes back into your library. And then we have the majority of the cards that have more than one. I got 3 Green Sun Zeniths, including the Japanese one that I pulled out of the deck, or out of that pack. So I use those for getting out creatures if I can't find them. I've got 3 mana creatures here for early mana ramping. I've got 3 Birds of Paradise. Same thing. They're cool because you can use them to get any color mana you want. Then I've got 4 Huntmaster of the Fells. It's an awesome card, dual-sided. When he comes into play, you gain 2 life and you put a 2/2 wolf token out. And then if no spells were cast that turn, he flips over to Ravager of the Fells. He has trample, and when he flips over to this side, you do 2 damage to a target player and target creature. So that's cool. Got 4 of those. Got 4 Hell Rider. This is a beast of a card right here. I mean, it comes out, it has haste, you can swing right away with it, and for every creature that swings with it, it does 1 damage to the player that they cannot block unless they have like a Witchbane orb out there where they have hexproof. So awesome card right here, especially if you have a bunch of mana guys out, and if it's towards the end of the game, if you know you can kill them with the damage that this does, just go ahead and swing with those, even if they can get blocked and killed. Because say you swing with one of those and 3 of those guys, that's 4 damage that the player can't block. So if they're only 4 life away from dying, then there you go. I've got 4 Strangleroot Geist. This is just a promo artwork. That's what it really looks like. But they have haste and undying, so they're awesome. Awesome to get out there early. 2 Chandra's Phoenix. They also have haste and flying. If they go to the graveyard, it has a little thing down here that says whenever an opponent is dealt damage by a red instant or sorcery spell, or a red planeswalker you control, return Chandra's Phoenix from the graveyard to your hand. So that's pretty cool too. I'll go ahead and get over here to my burn spells. I have 2 Incinerate. Deals 3 damage to target creature. Can't be regenerated that turn. I have 2 of those. I have 2 Galvanic Blast. Same thing as a Shock. I think I have one over here. Yeah. A Shock. It does 2 damage to a creature or player. Same thing, but if for some crazy reason that I had 3 swords out there, it would actually do 4 damage, but it's probably never going to happen, but I figure what the heck, same mana cost, same damage. If it ever does happen, might as well use Galvanic Blast. And then I have 3 Brimstone Volley. Deal 3 damage to target creature or player, and it has a morbid ability that will do 5 damage to a creature or player. So if a creature died that turn, then you could activate Morbid and hit something for 5. So that's really awesome too. So I guess the only thing that's left is my mana. So I've got 4 Copperline Gorge. So red-green. It's nice to get out there if you don't have anything else early, because if you have 2 or fewer lands, you can put this out there without having to tap it. I've got 4 Rootbound Crag. If you control a plains or a mountain or a forest, you can put that out there without having to put it out tapped. I've got 2 Kessig Wolf Runs. It's pretty awesome to get out there when you have lots of mana. Then you can swing with a not so powerful creature and just make it have trample until the end of the turn and boost it. So yeah, it's a must. Then I have 6 forests, and I have 7 mountains. So that's the main board right there. And then I'll go ahead and I'll show you my idea for a sideboard. I've got 2 Swords of Feast and Famine for against like either like a mirror match or zombies, because that's protection from green and black. So I figure throw these in there if they're running a bunch of green or black creatures. Have 2 Geist Flame. It just does 1 damage to a target creature or player and has a flashback ability for 4. So that's pretty cool if they have a bunch of mana dorks that you want to get rid of. AKA Birds of Paradise, Land of War Elves, Avacyn's Pilgrim, stuff like that. I have 2 Naturalize, destroy target artifact or enchantment. 2 Bramble Crush, destroy a target non-creature permanent. So that's good for getting rid of, I don't know, anything other than a creature. So it's pretty awesome. 2 Tree of Redemptions. I've noticed that this came in really handy with like zombies, where they're just like pounding you down until you can get something out. You can always use this to help block. And if you get down below 13 life, you can always just flip it and then you trade with 13. So it's good for that. 2 Ancient Grudge, destroy target artifact, has a flashback of green. So I got 2 of those. So I got quite a bit of artifact hate in here, but you know, can't be too prepared. And then I have 3 Daybreak Rangers, which is awesome against flying creatures, like if you're going up against like a spirit token deck or something like that, you know, Delver, anything like that. You know, just get one of these guys out there and just tap it, boom, do 2 damage to target creature. And of course on his flip side, yeah, he's a 4/4, but of course then it costs him mana. It costs 1 red mana, and you tap it, and then he fights the target creature, but he does 4 damage instead of 2. Of course, this is only to creatures with flying, but still, that's why you would sideboard this in if the person has a lot of flying. So there you go. That's my my red-green aggro deck. My version, I'm sure it'll change by the time many of you have viewed this. But yeah, my idea to get 2 more Swords of War and Peace in there, and yeah, we'll see how it does at the next standard night at Friday Night Magic. So until next time, guys. See ya!